Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review 825 Forest Road, and this is a new horror film coming to you from writer-director Stephen Cognetti, who previously did all of the Hell House films, which I only saw Origins, and it was terrifying. So terrifying. And when I realized this was the same director, I'm like, what am I going to be in for? And within the first couple of minutes, I'm like, this is exactly what I'm in for. And it's all happening all over again. And this film tells a story of, after a family tragedy, Chuck Wilson hopes to start a new life in Ashland Falls with his wife Maria and little sister Isabelle. But he quickly discovers that the town has a dark secret. And this film has this whole entire looming element of this older woman is haunting this whole entire town and they cannot find the source of it, and it becomes something that looms over this family unit of Chuck, Isabelle, and Maria. And from the opening scene, this film really shows the craftsmanship of Cognetti and cinematographer on the film David Gordon, and just the atmosphere that they're able to create with long panning shots and tracking shots and things just in the background. And they use a lot of found footage for the Hell House films, and there's moments of that here with you have the sister-in-law who has her little web series and you see things in the background. She makes things, including dresses, which means she has mannequins. And I don't know what's wrong with Mr. Cognetti here, but I cannot handle any more mannequins in his movies because they're absolutely downright terrifying. And the way that this film leverages them, there's so many thoughtful and creative scares, and just the makeup and creature design and character design and decisions on using the dummy and all of these different elements, stacked items eerily placed in certain places with ominous notes, or how something as simple as a painting slightly changes, or a light refusing to stay off even though you take the bulb out, and all of these things building so much tension. This is obviously made for a very small budget, but feels leaps and bounds beyond that with the filmmaking, the camera work, the music. Everything is so eerie and well constructed and builds really good scares. I think the cast does a really fine job, especially for a cast filled with actors that probably haven't been in a ton of big projects, but they each are able to deliver. And I really cared about this story and the trauma that each of these characters are going through, and how this film breaks things up into, you have Chuck, Isabelle, and Maria sections where you see the same period of time through each of their perspectives, and how they all come colliding into this climax where I think once we get into the climax, it becomes a little bit more obvious which is going on, but there's still some really satisfying scares, and you understand this haunting and why this happened and the horrible truth underneath this town. I do feel like the film kind of leaves you in that place where it's just of course, another horror movie where it has this kind of ending. But this is so impactful and well crafted and well written in terms of these characters and their play. It's all many things familiar, but it's so wonderfully executed in this film that you feel for these characters, you feel empathy for them, while also feeling terrified. And if I have to see a creepy mannequin move ever so slightly behind me, behind our characters on a webcam, I'm nope, no. And there was many moments in this film where I was all kinds of nope, I'm struggling with this, because it really is that unnerving and well crafted and building up that tension. Cognetti, I would love to keep seeing all of these different films that he's working on. Bring them on, because this is something that really is working. And it's a mix of a little bit of found footage, a little bit of mannequins and stuff like that, sprinkling in some of his trademarks from Hell House, but offering up a new an emotional journey where we really care about these characters and their relationships and their dynamics and the baggage that they bring along the way, that trauma. And at the end, this is a quite scary experience from start to finish that really maximizes a little bit of resources can go a long way. But those are my thoughts on 825 Forest Road. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland Reviewer.